Hey guys, well, this is my video response to the contest thrown out by my buddy Forestwalker 111 on his channel that has the same name. So, I'm sorry if it's a bit shaky. This VR is all about talking about your best bushcraft gear. Okay, so sorry I was interrupted by some people on my path. So what I was saying is that it's all about going out with your bushcraft knife, favorite one, talking about that a little bit, and then you have to process some wood, make a small fire to heat a brew. For me it's gonna be a coffee. I'm gonna use my small stove, and thing is he has asked to make also a kind of what's in your pack and some MacGyverism. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set my camera on the stand and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of a rebel, one can say. So I'm not gonna make a what's in my pack review, and I'm not gonna make that video in the right order. So first I can talk about my pack, which is basically a Hill People gear Tarahumara, and if you are serious about being minimalist in the woods, this is the pack you have to get. I'm so excited about that pack, using it, it's just amazing. But today I wanted to talk about something else, which is my homemade leather choke bag. And the choke bag is basically something I have made in one version for chalk when I'm climbing, and I wanted something a bit, more bushcrafty, and I've decided to make one just for my pack. So first thing is gonna be what's in my choke bag, and after that I'm gonna go to something else that use what's in my pack, my bag, choke bag, to do and prepare the brew, and then I'm gonna go collect some wood and add something on my bag because it's getting cold. And well, you'll see everything, but not in the right order. So what's in here? In here it's basically a small basic overnight survival kit if you are really lost and have access to some stream, but not much more. And it works with the knife I'm gonna talk about, which is here, just a bit later on. So first thing is a good headlamp with blinking red, white and several powers, and lightweight replaceable batteries. It's the Elite Plus, Elite from Petzl. It has basically all the modes I want. Blinking red, red steady here, white blinking. I believe there's an white blinking. Excuse me, white blinking here. Yeah, white blinking, white powerful, white weaker, and off and lock. And it's waterproof. It's, look at the space it takes, really not much. Some string that I have already used for several things. It's about 6 meters. I use it for pretty much anything. It's nylon braided string. I have some paracord if I need to, but I like to bring with me cheaper cords because, for what I use, it's not worth having paracord, and the day I need paracord I won't have any more. This is a tinder kit. It has several kinds of tinder inside, and I'm gonna show you that. I have 2 pieces of candle cut, some Vaseline bowls, some yeah, this is the rubber band that can be used to light fire, some matches in a cut out small reduced size booklet stuff thing. I don't know how to call that, but it's all in this. And the rubber band that I've used is big enough and large enough to make it waterproof it basically seals it all, so I have no problems getting it in the water. It will still line my fire, and most of the things inside are also protected from the water, so I have the seal that works as some very good tinder in very wet conditions. And yeah, so this could be used on its own without the knife, but it could be used with the knife. Small head net. I hate crawling things, but in winter it's very nice to put some snow, make a fire, and you use it to filter the water, or you can just use it to simply filter the water. Something here that is basically a sleeping bag. Smallest one I have tested. It works well. You are damp the next morning, but as long as you are insulated from the bag itself and has something under yourself, your person, to insulate you from the ground, you can be fine. And you can also use it as a vapor barrier in a sleeping bag to avoid getting the insulation all moist. Here I have replacement batteries for the Petzl E-Lite, and this is the MacGyver part. I'm gonna talk in a few seconds. And the most important thing here is, well, one of my trusty Tatanka cup. This can be used to boil water, to dig a hole, to cook a meal, but mostly here in this kind of kit, yes, it has been used a lot. This is my favorite cup. I have several of these, but all here is basically some of my favorite piece of equipment. And the MacGyver part, which I will put a video pretty soon on my channel, because it's super easy to make, and I've made it by accident by soldering some crocodile clips, and I needed to get them steady, so I clipped them on what I had on my office workshop, excuse me, and I realized that it could hold this cup. So you have several uses for that, and one of those uses is collecting water, which I'm gonna do right now for my tea, and the rest of the gear will go right back here. I will keep the string because I will need that. Actually, I will not really need to use that, but it's for the demo purpose. So I'm gonna put something on my back and go get some water. Oh, and here are some Bigfoot signs, if you get what I mean. We are not in Bigfoot territories here. Okay, so here I'm gonna go get some water and see how we can perform in here. Or perhaps I'm gonna go this side. Yeah, it's just for the example to probably get it. I could go down there with no problems, but in places that could be considered a bit awkward, it could be a great thing to have something like that. Just to go get some water in more difficult spots. Okay. So basically here I have the amount of water I need. It looks fairly clean enough to be boiled and drunk. I know there are no toxic parts in here, but here it's a bit, you know, it works. This is what's important. But this is not the only use. Of course, you can use that to hang your pot over the flame, which is not what I'm gonna do today. So let's go process some wood and prepare the brew. Okay guys, so basically I'm gonna finally start talking about the knife, but I will not do a huge amount of wood processing, just some for the show. Favorite knife ever. I have a top 5 that are about the same level, but this one is really a knife that stands out in my eyes, and this one is actually a Bark River Aurora in CPM 3V. The steel. It's a convex grind, and God, I love that convex grind. I only hone it on my leather belt. It remains sharp pretty... Excuse the chopper. Yeah, so it remains sharp for a fairly good amount of time. It's very comfortable in the hand. You have red liners, and the scales are in black and white African mahogany, if I remember well. I love that wood, I love the feel in the hand. It's a bit slippery, but yeah, as far as bushcraft knives go, it's an awesome one. I really love this one. And the sheath, you know, when I got this one, it was pretty much the color of that button here. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it has weathered very well. I love how it fits. It's not a huge fit, but good enough for bushcraft stuff. It's made by Sharpshooter Systems, and it was designed for the how do you call it, the shop, Knives Ship Free, and this is where I got that knife. So it's a fairly expensive knife in my opinion, but it's one of my favorite knives ever. Okay, so now that is said, and now I will not make a fire, a huge open fire. I tend to use more and more some small stoves. Today I'm testing a new one, but for that video I'm gonna use a safe value, which is this one. Strange noises because I'm not too far from a road where farmers go sometimes, and a kind of sporting running trail that is just here. So I'm gonna use that stove to make the fire, and I'm gonna process just some firewood for heating my coffee. So I'm gonna do some battening here with some nice pine tree that I found there, and yeah, let's go. Thing is, with those pine trees in here, we have a lot of those trees that are not straight at all. But even if it's not straight, this little baby went through pretty well, I'd say. Usually I try to go maximum halfway and then split with the hand just to avoid hitting the blade. If I'm on the trunk or stump, I'll do that in another way, but here I am on a stone and I'm taking already some risks. I'm usually not doing that, or I avoid doing that as much as possible, So yeah, let's do some more. Okay, I think you've seen that it performs pretty well. Also, now I think I could fairly easy make feathers. I'm just preparing a bit the terrain here. Okay. Fun coal. Let's say it's not important. Basically, if you go super light, you can have some really paper thin ones. They are hidden a bit behind, but you can really do some really nice feathers. Today I'm not gonna make some really thin ones because that's not what I need for my fire, and because sun is getting pretty low, I'm gonna start the fire in my small stove and prepare the coffee. So I'm preparing that and we'll check in a few seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna start this one using my last cotton and Vaseline tinder. Actually, it's not really Vaseline in this one, it's coconut grease oil, if you will. Have some stuff on the inside that will help the first burn. In the meantime, the floating stuff has settled in the bottom of this of my pan, my cup. So just making some really small sticks to be ready with the first flame. The rest is already on the ready to go. And I'm gonna let this all gently start and prepare the espresso coffee maker. For those who don't know how much I am of a coffee nut or coffee freak, I am a huge coffee freak, and I will take advantage of the little time I have right now to congratulate you, buddy, for having those 500 subscribers. Well deserved. A nice job on that channel. So let's continue that way. It's awesome, and I really hope you will have many more in the future. And yeah, I really hope we can go dodge some bears someday. So just gonna rinse that and if I forget to put the coffee inside, it won't work at all. So here you are. I love this small espresso maker. Actually, I have and possess all sizes, but my favorite one is really the 1 cup. I load it really well. I love very strong black coffee, and I also love to burn my fingers when preparing my coffee, but this is totally normal. And now I'm gonna add some of the bigger stuff I've collected. So as I was saying, I'm really glad your channel is going so well. So I really hope it continues following that path, and I encourage you to continue sharing your videos, buddy. So let's put the coffee in place and let's wait. I'm probably gonna just cook the cup a little bit at the end, just to be sure I don't leave some bacteria in it, and I'll get back at you right when the coffee is ready. I just don't like to talk when I see someone on the trail. I try to remain a bit quiet, but I think they are gone. So, well, we arrive at the end of that video. As I've said, I wanted to really say congratulations for your 500 subscribers. I hope I'm not mistaken this time, because I know last time it was. I did a mistake in the numbers, but what do I wanted to say? Yeah, as I said, congratulations for that. Keep up the good work, and go on that very nice path. I wish you a lot of success in the future, and all the best, and well, yeah, let's go dodge some bears. I love that expression, guy. So, for us, all my encouragements for the future, and talk to you soon. And for the other people looking and watching this video, thanks for watching, and see you soon. Cheers, guys. And yeah, cheers.